Hello and welcome to the Z-Man Show, where it's a new year, which means new video games. We don't have any time to waste because I've got 5 brand new video games for you that look cool as hell, and I'm excited for all of them. So be sure to subscribe and watch the top 5 video games from last year right here, because we're getting right into it. 2 ground rules first. These are games that have to be announced to be released in 2022, and these are in order of release date, not in order of how excited I am for them. So it's time. These are my top 5 most anticipated games for 2022. Number 5. Kung Fu is cool. Okay, but seriously, Sifu looks incredible, and early reports indicate that the combat is as fun to play as it looks. The way you attack, counterattack, dodge, and even use the neon-infused environment to beat your way through waves of enemies seems incredible. Match that with the fascinating aging mechanic that causes you to lose overall health but gain experience in the martial arts every single time you die, and you've got a unique gameplay loop that has tons of potential for fun, creative beatdowns. In summation, Kung Fu is cool. Number 4. I feel like most of the games on this list got delayed at least once. Yes, Horizon Forbidden West was on my list of most anticipated games for 2021, but then some stuff happened. And now it's on this year's list too. We've gotten to see way more of this game since then, including a full gameplay deep dive from PlayStation that showed an expanded version of the first Horizon game with more combat options, expanded traversal mechanics, and underwater exploration. From every indication, this game looks like it's going to be Horizon Zero Dawn Plus, which is honestly all I could ask for. Good on you, Guerrilla Games. I can't wait to play it in February. It is coming out in February, right? Number 3. Alright, look, I'm a Sonic fan, so when a Sonic game is announced for any particular year, it has to go on my most anticipated games list. Of course, you might ask, is this game going to be any good? And I have no idea. Probably not. But am I going to play it when it comes out? The absolute second it is available to me. The crazy thing is, I'm not even sure what this game is going to try to be. Breath of the Wild is an obvious comparison based on the footage we've been shown, but the bigger question is, what is Sonic going to be doing in this open world? How are enemies going to be utilized? What is the end goal going to be? There's tons of questions to be answered, but I'm hopeful that it's going to be good. Oh wait, did I say hopeful? I meant delusional. Number 2. I already said all this last year before it got delayed, which we all knew was going to happen. God of War 2018 is a 10 out of 10 game, and one of my favorites ever, and the sequel has the potential to ratchet things up even further somehow. Atreus is now older, Thor is looking thick with 2 C's, and Ragnarok is here to interestingly put a bow on the Norse saga of God of War. That's right, this series is going to be a duology as opposed to a trilogy, meaning all of our questions and dream matchups are on the table. There is no third game to save anything for. There's a lot to live up to given the first game's incredible quality, but I'd honestly be surprised if Sony Santa Monica didn't at least give us a great game, if not another Game of the Year level one. Number 1. There's not a ton that needs to be said here. Breath of the Wild is a 10 out of 10 game, and one of my favorites ever, and this sequel has the potential to ratchet things up even further somehow. But seriously, much like God of War Ragnarok, the Breath of the Wild sequel is an insanely anticipated release, mostly on the back of the game that came before it. Breath of the Wild was a masterclass in simple design and player freedom, and the sequel appears to be taking that freedom underground. And into the sky? There's so much potential here, it's insane. From giving the games more fleshed out dungeons, to maybe removing the breakable weapon system and hopefully giving the game a slightly more fleshed out story, revolving around the threat of Ganondorf and the relationship that Link and Zelda share. Games like Breath of the Wild 2 and God of War Ragnarok have the potential to make 2022 an insane year for video games on the level of some of the greatest video game years ever. And that's not even taking into account games that haven't even been announced yet and the indie darling that always seems to come out of nowhere every single year. And then of course there's the new Sonic game. that's not going to help things. So I just wanted to say thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and watch another video, because that's how it works now. Go watch one of the 1-minute reviews or the top, like I said, top 5 games last year. Do it. Do it now.